Let's talk about Kristen Chenoweth, who's about to lose her job. You were about to lose your job. So it looks like Kristen Chenoweth, who you know was the queen of Broadway, not the queen of Cotway. Um, her reign on Broadway is about to end sooner as expected because there's this show that she's in that just opened on Broadway and is about to close due to poor, I guess, poor ticket sales. So Kristen Chenoweth, the Queen of Versailles, has already set its final Broadway performance less than 2 weeks after opening. The production disclosed Monday evening that its final bout at the St. James Theater is set for January 4th. The decision to close continues a trend of new Broadway musicals struggling to catch on with audiences. When the curtain falls on Queen of Versailles in January, the production will have run less than 2 months. The musical, based on Lauren Greenfield's 2012 documentary of the same name about a couple of Florida fat cats mounting construction on a 90,000 square foot estate amid the 2008 global economic crisis, was one of the more high profile new offerings from Broadway this fall. Led by Chenoweth, the show marked a much hyped reunion between the stage star and composer Stephen Schwartz. Schwartz composed and wrote lyrics for Wicked, which starred Chenoweth as Glinda in the original Broadway production. F. Murray Abraham co-starred, playing the much older husband to Chenoweth's lead. Now, The Queen of Versailles began with a 2024 run at the Emerson Colonial Theater in Boston, proving popular enough to warrant a transfer the following year. The production was directed by Michael Arden, who won the Tony Award for his 2023 revival of Parade, and another in 2024 for helming Maybe Happy Ending. Which isn't that the show with oh my God, the Filipino. What the hell is his name? The one that just came back. That was in oh my God, now names are drawing blanks for me. He just won a Tony. And he also was he said, I ain't playing gay no more on the big screen. I mean in movies. He played Andrew Cunanan in American Horror Story. Y'all know what I'm or American Crime Story. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not Jeremy Jordan. Jeremy Jordan is actually doing, I don't know why I'm thinking of Jeremy Jordan. He is in a Broadway play though. But nevertheless, now Broadway previews began on October 8th and the production opened on November 9th. Previews or reviews have been generally mixed to negative. One of my friends actually saw it and said it was okay. And Variety's Aramid Tinubu writing that while the opening act is fairly intriguing, by the second act, the nearly 3 hour long performance began to drag. Now, for years, people have asked me, what is your dream role? Chenoweth told Variety in an interview ahead of previews. Is it Hello Dolly? Is it Gypsy? And I've always responded, it hasn't been written yet. Well, it has now. Well, girl, I hope you like playing that part because it's short lived. Now, I don't know. It could be what do y'all think is the reason why Kristen Chenoweth Broadway show was closing after 2 months? Is it because you're doing a show about a bunch of Florida rich folks mounting construction on a 90,000 square foot estate amid the 2008 global economic crisis when we're in the middle of an economic crisis due to this current administration? So maybe that's the reason why Darren Chris, thank you. That's what I was referring to. Um is it due to the economic, because we're in the middle of an economic crisis. Number two, tickets are vehemently expensive, painfully expensive on Broadway. I know there's a lot of deals that you could find when you go to that ticket spot over in like from what I'm thinking in as a New Yorker, if you go to like that ticket spot in the middle of Times Square, you can find really good deals. There's been many times one of my friends put me onto that, and that's how I was able to get like really good tickets discounted in really good seats for certain Broadway shows. So there's ways you can get around that, but trying to keep up that momentum of trying to watch shows and they're expensive all the time, that's hard. And then number two, is it because people are still mad, especially the homosexual community, that pretty much has made Kristen Chenoweth's career what it is today, are mad over her comments regarding Charlie Kirk. So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it. Because remember how she was out here talking about, oh, I feel bad for Charlie Kirk and his family, blah, blah, blah. The man was a racist. He was a bigot. He could rest in piss too. So um, with people feeling the way that they felt about Charlie Kirk, who would, if he were alive, would have caused harm on marginalized communities because he spewed a lot of racism and homophobia and all those things. And I love how white people always try to curtail that. Oh, no one deserves it. Yeah, nobody deserves it, but you can't say that that man didn't call all of that shit into his life. When you spew negative, and I truly am a believer of the exchange of energy. So when you perpetuate negative energy and protrude that out to others, that will come back to you. So I truly believe in the exchange of energy because we are all a ball of energy. We have a physical form, but we are made up of energy. So I do believe in that whole spiritual situation. And with Kristin, who comes out as a hard Christian, and some of the things that she said in regards of Charlie Kirk, I do feel like that may have had something to do with it. So unfortunately, another show Kristin is a part of that nobody cares about. And then they said that the play kind of drags during the third act. So nobody cares about watching a bunch of shallow ass rich folks flaunt their wealth in the form of a Broadway play, especially with these expensive ass tickets. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Do you agree with Kristen Chenoweth on do you agree with the reason why this show has is closing or whatever the case is? Did you actually see the Queen of Versailles? What are your overall thoughts? Were you planning on seeing the play? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.